In the summer of 1971, two different westerns were released. One was Sergio Leone's Duck You Sucker, and the other was Robert Altman's McCABE and Mrs. Miller. A few years previously, in the summer of 1969, our family moved into Co-op City in the Bronx. It was then the largest housing project in the world. I don't know if it still is, but back then, when we first moved in, it was very much a frontier town. Of the 35 skyscraper apartment buildings that make up Co-op City, fewer than 10 were open when we moved in. The rest were under construction, as were the educational park and the three community centers that would soon become the hub of community life. We had to wait a few years for Co-op City's first movie theater to open, but when it did, we saw a lot of great films there, and one of them was McCABE and Mrs. Miller. Is McCABE and Mrs. Miller my favorite movie of all time? No, it's too melancholy for that. But every once in a while, when I do watch it, I sometimes think, maybe it is my favorite movie of all time. And then the movie ends, and I wake up as if from a dream. I don't watch it that often these days, not like I would a routine genre film. It's too special for that. So I save it. And sometimes I even fight with it. Fight the impulse to watch it, because it's not too often these days that I want to be caught up in the spell that this movie weaves. And that's because sometimes I just don't want to feel anything at all. But that doesn't last, because I'd rather laugh than cry. Back then, when I first saw the movie, I was in love with a girl named Debbie. And this was one of our movies. A movie that spoke about things that all lovers must deal with. Honesty, jealousy, fidelity. Those can be hard lessons to learn. And for some of us, it takes a while. See you around the campus.